everyone, this is Marie Blue Angel, and today I am playing Rendez-Doug, a visual novel that came out of the NaNoWriMo 2024 Game Jam, as well as a visual novel that I've been very excited to see and play ever since I learned about it, so I'm very excited to get started. As the name suggests, Rendez-Doug, we have a character here on the right. And you may have guessed it already, this is Doug. I don't know why Doug looks so sad, but I guess we'll find out. I dislike that he looks sad, but we'll figure it out. I will also say I really like the title page a lot. I'm very curious about what the pictures, like the Polaroid pictures, mean. I'm sure that will come up. This one's ripped almost in half, but we'll see. I'm starting to note things. And I also really like the color of the title page, like with all this pink going on. So without further ado, let's just get into it and see why exactly Doug looks so sad. We need to see. Since the dawn of time, a very specific and niche subspecies of people existed amongst human beings. The Dougs. Okay, that's interesting. The Dougs developed a very peculiar technique to hide from their natural predators, the extroverts. They learned how to blend in with their surroundings to go unnoticed. Dougs could have many names. Doug, Peter, Yannette, Margaret, whatever floats your boat. That's a nice little nod to past games, past characters. This game, however, tells the story of a Doug named Doug, of the extrovert he meets, and how this encounter, if it didn't change their lives, brought them comfort. Ooh, I like this music. Nice and lighthearted. But who is this extrovert? Ooh! Oh, we gotta choose. Oh, okay, we'll start with... I'll read off what Adriel, I probably won't change the names because I love the names. And they're so ingrained in my mind as like Adriel and Sandra. Okay, so Adriel, love the little sweater. Is this like a sweater vest moment? I love that. Okay. Let's not click on you so you can see the colors right. I love these pinks. Okay. Adriel, chaotic, flirtatious, silly, and disorganized. Love that. Sandra, terrible singer, hardworking, creative, empathetic. I will play through both. I want to start with Sandra because that's ever since, I've been thinking about who would I play, who would I play first, which character. I want to be Sandra. So, sorry, Adriel, you're gonna have to wait for later, but we'll get to you just a little later. What is her name? It's Sandra. Ooh, okay, office setting. Why do you look so sad? You look a little worried. No. This line, it isn't right. I thought my vectorization was quite good, though. Maybe the problem is the sketch, and I didn't notice it before. Yet when I look at the sketch, I realize that everything is fine. If both the sketch and the vectorization are fine, then where is the problem? Why does the final mascot look so wrong? Defeated, I let out a sigh before going back to work. I have to fix it. After all, isn't my job being able to fix my own bad designs? Oh yes, FYI. Sandra is a graphic designer. I'm assuming it's for a company. We're in a company office setting, so I love that. Okay, hard work, issues at work, challenging times, it happens. What was art school for? Why can't I? Oh, Adriel showed up so quickly. I was like, yeah, they're coworkers. I knew this. Okay, so Adriel, obviously we'll get to see you, so very exciting. Hello. Hey, Sandra. Not now, Adriel. I need to focus. Are you calling me a distraction? He says with a wink. Very flirtatious.
The obnoxiously seductive tone he takes to highlight his joke makes me sigh and roll my eyes. I've seen you flirt more than work.
That's my job, baby. Bring some love in this office. Is that your job? Wait, what is your job? I forgot what do you do? I think Adriel is the community manager, which the manager I get, but like, what do you mean like community? Like outreach type of stuff? I don't know what we do at this company, so I guess we're gonna figure out that later.
He lets a dumb and proud smile appear on his face.
I mean, look how happy he looked. Oh, speaking of love, did you notice?
Notice what?
Doug stopped wearing his wedding ring. Doug.
I hate to admit it, but this makes me raise a curious eyebrow. And who is Doug?
Come on, Sandra. Doug is Doug.
This is not helping.
That guy with brown hair and brown eyes.
I fear a lot of men look like that. A lot of men look just like that in this office.
All right, look, the one at the coffee machine. Maybe should not have tried to yell that, whatever. I wasn't actually yelling, so that's fine. Okay.
Adriel whispers. This makes me look towards the coffee machine, where I indeed notice a guy alone, mindlessly looking at the options. However, what strikes me is his expression. Dark eye bags are under his eyes, and for some reason, Doug looks so sad. It doesn't take me much time to connect the dots and understand what must have happened in this man's life. He's certainly divorced. Oh, poor Doug. I say before looking at my mascot. It still looks wrong, and I still don't know why.
Attention back to the mascot. I mean, attention to the task at hand, and you don't really know who Doug is, so, like, understandably, like, that sucks, but also, I don't know you. Understandably, but will we? We will get to know Doug, don't worry. Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder why he divorced. If anything, he's the most uneventful person I know. Maybe his wife wanted more adventure. Who knows?
Adriel, it is horrible to spread rumors about someone's divorce. If anything, someone should try to make him think of something else.
Let me guess. You're an empath.
He mockingly says before I turn back to him. I'm owning it. Then my eyes land on Doug, who still hasn't chosen a flavor for his coffee. I then look at this mascot who looks like nothing. Maybe I just need to look at it with fresh eyes. Maybe a coffee break will help. I'll go grab a coffee. Do you want anything, Adriel?
Oh yeah, a macchiato, please.
Coming right up.
Whoosh.
I say before standing up and going to the coffee machine where I meet.
Sorry, I'm only laughing because I've read the little character card for Doug, and it just says "oh," which is like this "oh hi" is literally so valid, and I don't know why I'm laughing at it. I'm very excited to see Doug. I want to see what is Doug all about. What's going on, Doug? I need to know. Okay, I don't know how to do my voice for Doug. Most likely it's gonna be similar to Adriel's. Oh, hi.
Doug, I suppose. Hi, my name is Sandra. I joined the company 3 weeks ago.
Okay, that's so fair that you kind of didn't know who this man was then. I thought he had been here for a while. Oh. Doug, so funny. It's okay. It's fine. We're allowed to be awkward in the beginning. Isn't it awkward when you meet people sometimes for the first time and interact with them for the first time? You have to know who they are and what they like, and there's always an awkwardness to it. And we should embrace that awkwardness. It's fine. It happens. Welcome. Just looking away.
Thanks. Adriel told me your name is Doug, right? His only answer is an embarrassed nod. It's a pleasure meeting you, Doug.
You look so uncomfortable. It's okay. It's fine. Same here.
So, what's your job here? Doug's eyes tried to avoid mine, as if he felt intimidated. Gosh, am I intimidating? Shaking my hands, I say as a sign of peace. Oh, please don't feel obligated to answer. If you want to cut off this conversation, I won't get mad. Coding. Pardon?
I'm in charge of coding the website for the brand.
Oh. Then that means we'll probably have to work together. I'm in charge of the overall design.
Ah. Doug looks so uncomfortable. It's okay. Beginning stages of interaction can be so weird. It's fine. We'll get through it.
Yes, I'm a designer. Oh. Although he doesn't seem like a bad guy, I have to admit, trying to talk to him is quite difficult. For some reason, I feel like I'm bothering him.
Oh my gosh, I know people like this. I will say, I'm a very introverted person overall, but I am quite sociable, so it looks like sometimes I'm an extrovert, like I'm extroverted, but I'm an extroverted introvert. Or maybe one would say sociable introvert. I definitely have met people similar to Doug, and I just think it takes a little bit of a warming up period, like multiple small interactions and different types of interactions to get comfortable with someone. I'm literally thinking of one person who I know, and I'm just like, yeah, it took such a long time where I thought maybe they don't like me, and that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. It doesn't have to be personal. But then in with more interactions and discussion, they're like, oh yeah, they wouldn't talk to me or interact with me if they didn't at least like me to some degree. So this is what that's reminding me of. And so I find this quite endearing. But I have thought this thought before. For some reason, I feel like I'm bothering him. Absolutely. It's okay. Again, we're at beginning stages here.
But at the same time, if he just got divorced, no wonder he feels so down in the mouth. A part of me wants to cheer him up, but it might take too much time away from me when I should be working. I've already wasted enough time. Unless... Are you free tonight, Doug?
Blushy Doug.
His eyes widened with stupor at my question. Realizing only now the ambiguity of it, I shake my hands once again and clarify. Oh, this is not a date. But if we are meant to work together, it would be good to get to know each other. What about karaoke?
Karaoke sounds like I love karaoke. Comment down below if you love karaoke, and if you don't, that's also okay. I love karaoke. But I love that this is Sandra's first thing. It's yeah, we should get to know each other. I mean, getting to know each other over karaoke is fine. I just think it's hard to talk to people depending on how long, if it's just the two of them. Where are we? Is there a place, like, whatever. Sorry, I go to karaoke in groups usually, so that's fine. But I love that this is her first suggestion as like, this is the thing we should do together. Karaoke. Doug, how do you feel about karaoke?
Doug scratches the back of his head, mumbling,
I'm not a good singer.
Neither am I, but that's what's fun.
I will say, absolutely. People think karaoke is about the singing ability, the singing talent, the singing skill. And that's not what it's all about. It's the energy you bring to the karaoke, you bring to the song. So great. I love this. It's gonna be great if they do it. It'd be so cute if they karaoke. I want to see that. Okay, we'll see.
He looks to the side, taking a few seconds of reflection before eventually nodding. Neat, I say before looking at the coffee machine. Oh, also, I wanted to take a coffee. Did you pick a flavor yet? Shaking his head, he steps on to the side to let me have access to the machine. Thanks.
And runs away. Just kidding. It was the end of the scene, it's fine.
After picking a macchiato for Adrielle and an espresso for me, I go back to my computer. Here you are.
Thanks, sweetheart.
I roll my eyes. Don't sweetheart me, Adrielle, and let me work. I say, taking a look at my mascot, and... maybe it's the thickness of the line, but I'm worried it won't be visible when zoomed out if I make it any thinner.
So, how did it go?
It has gone terribly so far. I feel like my work is pointless and...
I'm talking about Doug.
Oh, well, we're going to a karaoke club tonight.
Damn, the boy just got divorced and you're already inviting him on a date? And I thought I was the debauchee here. Debauchee? Debauchee. I read that wrong, but that's fine.
First, ew for using the word debauchee.
Debauch. I don't know how to say that in English. Debauchee. Probably.
Second, no, it's not a date. It's just to get to know each other, as it will be profitable for work, since we'll certainly have to collaborate in the future. And, well, I didn't tell him that, but if I can cheer him up, that's still something, right? Adrielle, without dropping the playful smile he has on his face, nods.
Yeah. Yeah. Have fun at your date not singing love songs. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
He says before taking his coffee and leaving. I hate to say it, but he has a point. I have to avoid love songs. Otherwise, it might not only send mixed signals, but also might make Doug think of his previous relationship, which would defeat the point of our outing.
Yeah, a lot of songs are like love song based, whether it's like joy, like happy, joyous songs, like falling in love, being in love, marrying like the person you want to marry, breaking up with someone, being sad about that breakup, being like angry and like kind of like full of revenge because of that breakup. There are many songs about love. So I don't know. Like, what am I feel like a lot of my go-tos are like they relate to love in some sort of way, and so it'd be very difficult. Like, I guess you could be like, we could do the party songs, like songs that's like, we're partying, we're dancing. I don't know. I'd love to see how this goes, so we'll see.
I hope everything turns all right. But in the meantime, gotta go back to my mascot, I guess. Thank God, there is work to do.
Oh, this is a cute little background. Again, I love this like background. Oh my God, I love this song. I literally tried singing this song I like were listening to it, and I literally read the lyrics and I cried because I was like, oh my gosh, it was like a song about thanking someone for supporting them, like being so supportive and stuff. Whatever. Anyways, okay. Anyways, sorry. The background I love. Again, I love the matching. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on the music. Okay. Thank God for you, the wind beneath my wings. Concluding this love song, it was stronger than me, as off-pitch as one can be, and displaying an amused smile on my face, I turned to Doug. So, how was it? Doug confusedly looks to the side, rolling his eyes in a million different directions, trying to find the way to put his honest thoughts kindly. Because that's just the guy he is. Oh my goodness. He's like, I can't tell her honestly what's happening. That'd be so funny. It might be a little too loud still. Hopefully that's better. You seem to have fun.
He manages to articulate, a slight blush coloring his cheeks as he dodges my question. Well, it was fun indeed. Now, your turn to sing. You can browse through the songs if you want, I suggest as I hand him the remote control. My coworker, still failing to express any emotion on his face, browses through the songs, and much longer than he should. My curiosity raises my eyebrow. Doug, noticing this, scratches his temple. I don't know a lot of songs. Oh. However, Doug's eyes seem to widen upon seeing one title. I immediately take a look at the screen, and it is...
What's the song? We need to know.
How can I refuse? From Barbie as the Princess and the Pauper.
I think I just watched that relatively recently, though not that recently. So I should be familiar with this one.
Out of all the songs they have here, the one he knows is from a Barbie animated movie. The little doubt I had dissipates the moment the instrumental track starts playing and Doug starts singing.
Oh, I love that. That's cute, though. I've been bowing, I've been scraping, I've been lying like a rug. I don't know the melody, so I'm so sorry. Doug is probably a much better singer of this song than I am right now.
And if he is far from being a tenor, I have to admit he sings better than me. Not notably good, but not notably bad either. He just stands in the exact middle between me and Celine Dion, being able to sing easy passages correctly with a low voice, but failing to reach higher notes without straining his voice. He sometimes gets off pitch on more nuanced parts, but he overall offers a nice show.
not the karaoke, not the singing ability assessment. It's not even a critique, it's just an assessment.
More than that, something seems to happen during the song. He's smiling. The more he sings, the more fun he seems to be having, even interrupting himself to cackle a bit. When he reaches the dialogue part of the song, I figure out he needs someone to play opposite. Grabbing my mic, I start. Right, except for this one little problem, boss.
Blushy again.
A blush suddenly appearing on his cheeks, Doug answers with a voice so low it is barely audible.
Prince Boss to you. Doug looks so mortified. It's fine, Doug.
Right. The queen decided to marry her off to the king of Dulcinea next week. Seeing my unfaltering and instead determined to play my role as his loyal henchman, Doug says with more confidence,
What? Making a decision without me? Who does she think she is?
And we carry on our little game for this dialogue portion.
Oh, that's so cute!
However, when the singing part starts again, instead of going back to my seat, I decide not to break this moment of camaraderie. camaraderie and instead join him in the singing. This seems to amuse Doug, who lets out an adorable laugh before trying to focus on the song again. It doesn't take very long for us to reach the ending. How can I refuse? I don't know, I'm so sorry. That's cute though, they both sang that. We love that for them. On this final note we both butchered, we look at each other before bursting out laughing. Well, if America's Got Talent, it's not us. Speak for yourself. I have the voice of a mermaid. No wonder sailors choose death then. Doug lets out before covering his mouth with his hands, convinced to have said something inappropriate. However, me barking out of laughter reassures him and he rejoins in the chuckles. What can I say? I can already draw. I can't have it all. Oh, you said you were a graphic designer for the firm, right? He asked with a surprisingly monotone voice. Gosh, how can he switch his mood so easily? Yes, indeed. Although thinking about this makes me question my own skills. Want to talk about it over a drink? Excellent idea. I enthusiastically shout with a graceful smile. Excellent idea. And Doug smiles back. Ooh! When we reach the bar, I find myself trying to guess what kind of drinks Doug will order. I remember that, with my college friends, we used to analyze people's personalities by the drink they picked. And mind you, we were rarely wrong. A man ordering a glass of champagne and a man ordering shots of vodka are nothing alike. Trust my word.
I mean, I could see that. Also, like, in a bar. Like, I feel that, like, it's different. Like, if you're like, I'm ordering champagne versus I'm ordering shots of vodka. Like, that is quite different.
But cocktails were the most fun as they have much more nuances, just like one's personality.
Do you guys have water?
I look at Doug almost flabbergasted. Water? He ordered water. Not even orange juice? Doesn't he have a bottle of water in his bag already? Why on earth would you order water of all things? Water is bland. The most basic drink you can think of. The one that has no personality. Even the barman seems a bit miffed upon hearing Doug's order, but my coworker doesn't seem to care as he turns to me.
I think that's interesting. I will say, it kind of depends, but like if you like I go out sometimes and I have a little drinky drink because that's fine, but I only really drink 1 or 2 drinks and then I'm kind of out. But there are times that I just want water, like actually, so I'm just like, I have a bland personality. It's fine. It's okay. I can accept that. I think it's funny in this context. Given that Sandra's like, I'm ready to analyze his personality. I'm like, what is he gonna get? Like a little gin and tonic, or like a cider, or something? I don't know. I like ciders also, so whatever. Anyways, we'll see. It's fine. He can just totally get water. That's okay. What about you? A chim cola, please. A margarita. A virgin mojito. Apple juice. Water? A chim cola. Maybe we should just get chim cola. Right? Yeah, let's do that. I don't really... Margaritas can be so strong depending on who makes them, so gotta be careful.
I'm fine with a chim cola.
Ah, good choice. It's a classic.
Yeah, and that's without alcohol if you want that too.
Fizzy drinks make me sick.
Oh. Doug, with a faint smile, turns to the barman, telling him my order.
Okay, so we learned he can't have the fizzy, he can't have the carbonated drinks. That's okay. What about, like, juice? I mean, you were totally allowed to get water. I'm just, like, curious. Sometimes you just want water. Sometimes you want to make sure that you're hydrated. You know? Like, you gotta stay hydrated. You just came from singing. Yes, you have a water bottle, but sometimes you need more water. So, you were talking about art struggles.
Ah, right. But I don't want to bother you.
It doesn't bother me, Sandra. Yeah. Getting to know each other was the point of this karaoke thing after all.
His smile is encouraging, although still on the more discreet side.
Just a little smile. We love to see it.
Oh, it's actually about work. I'm struggling with designing the mascot.
Bonnie the Bacon?
Yes, they want it to appeal to the youth and yet have a 70s feel. So I'm trying to explore the whole hippie aesthetic, but I don't know if I should instead copy the way mascots were designed at the time instead. You know, like the ones on those vintage cereal brands. Or the ones of those vintage cereal brands. I can't read. But I don't know if I want a more illustrative approach or something which can be used with more versatility. As I talk, I notice Doug carefully listens, sometimes taking sips from his glass of water. This makes me turn my head on the side. I didn't notice her drinks were ready. I grab my glass. I guess this is what you call art block, but it's a shame it happens the moment I get a new job. I'm still in a trial period after all. I can't mess everything up. So I'm trying to work on the typography for the website, but if I take the classical mascot direction, I should stick to something more cursive, while something very hippie-like would fit a more simpler design. And you know, simpler designs are what is expected from graphic designers, but I was told I actually got hired thanks to my skill in illustration and painting. So I suppose it must mean that's what they're expecting me to bring in compared with the previous designer. Also, I tried to reference the other mascots from the other products of the brand, and it turns out they are all so different. It doesn't seem like there's any general guideline to follow. In the end, it's just, hey Sandra, design a slice of bacon for us, but without any direction. Finishing my monologue and sighing out of exasperation, I put my head in my hands. Gosh, this situation really is hopeless.
I mean, it's a little hard when there's not, like, a clear idea about what, like, your company wants, I would say. And you kind of just have to, like, believe in your own, like, idea and I would assume, like, your art direction and things. It's also good, yeah, it's good to talk to Doug, talk to other people, see what they think. I think bouncing off ideas or even just getting to vent is always a little bit helpful. And you never know what suggestions might come up from other people. So you draw?
Yes, but what's the point of it if I can't do my job?
It's nice to have something that makes us think of something other than work.
I already have my salsa lessons for that. Everything can't be not about work. I say, turning my head to Doug, who doesn't seem unsettled by the situation. Good job, Sandra. You were supposed to cheer him up after his divorce, not kill the mood.
Yes, but I suppose you must be someone creative since you studied art and graphic design. Maybe you need to use part of this creativity for yourself.
Well, I have a sketchbook, but I'll admit the pages I've done in the last weeks are filled with typography training and slices of bacon, I guess. But the first pages are filled with what I love. It was before I started applying for offers. It took me months to find this job, a dream opportunity for a graphic designer. I spent years working as a freelancer, but it is unstable. So having an actual position in an actual firm, stability is important.
I agree.
Doug says, nodding, as inexpressive as usual. But I'm sorry, Doug. It must be quite tiring to hear.
Don't apologize, Sandra. It was fun getting to know you. And to sing Premature? Premature? That was the song! Okay, so I have watched this Barbie movie recently. I watched it like last summer, which I guess is not that recently, but it was recent. Premature's song. I remember this song.
I had fun too, Doug. And now that you mention it, how come you know a song from a Barbie film?
Well, my ex and I used to watch it a lot together.
Oh, so now she stuck the song in your mind and let you deal with it on your own?
Oh, what can I say? Life can be cruel.
I would never have suspected it was a joke if it weren't for his smile. Blush, blush. But maybe we can do it again some other time. I say this, while heat reddens my cheeks. Ah, cursed mouth, always faster than my brain. But Doug nods gently before giving me the chance to apologize.
Yeah, why not? I'll try to learn some more songs. Yes, you gotta prepare for karaoke, learn some more songs. Whatever songs speak to you, Doug. That's all that matters.
Oh, you don't need to bother. We can do something else. Yes, like salsa. Doug raises a suspicious eyebrow hearing my proposition. He then raises his shoulders.
I'll try to watch ShimTube tutorials then.
This makes me chuckle, and rather than offended, Doug seems amused too. After this, we exchange our phone numbers to keep each other up to date, although we should be able to see each other in the office. When I tried to pay the bill, the barman told me it was already paid. To think, I didn't even notice Doug paying it. He certainly did so while I was complaining about my job. However, after this whole outing, I feel a bit lighter.
Well, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna stop for commentary here for a second and just be like, well, that's good. They got to know each other. They're interacting more. It's cute. We love new friends. New connections. How great. And I'm sure Doug also, we'll have to see how Doug feels, but at least Sandra's also feeling good, better, at least. But at least not right now. I don't know. We're at work again, so we'll see.
At least, I felt lighter until I had to face this evil slice of bacon, mocking me with its roasted eyes and... I want to strangle it with my hands and make it choke on a plate with eggs and... Boo! Get lost. I'm trying to focus, Adriel.
Wow, that was rude.
I sigh, letting my back fall into my chair. I'm sorry. It's just that I sent different versions of the mascot to the commercial team and their only feedback was, do as you see fit.
That's not helpful.
But how am I supposed to know what they want? They weren't even able to tell me which was their favorite.
And you didn't ask?
Of course I did, but they all had a different opinion. It means I have to find some middle ground. But how am I supposed to combine aesthetics so different from each other?
If it can help, I like the one with the cap.
Yes, but isn't it too childlike? We want to appeal to a broader audience now, don't we?
Does the commercial team realize it is just bacon?
What can I say? I rub my face with my hands, sighing in exasperation.
Sorry, I mean, it's totally valid for Doug to disappear, but, like, his sprite just, like, appeared from, like, the bottom of the screen up. Hi. Jesus.
Doug, where did you come from?
I needed to check something with Adriel for the website, but I was waiting for you guys to finish.
Oh.
I was like, how do you say this? Is it just like dude? Like dude? Come on, dude. Dude. You should have said you came for her, especially after your date 2 weeks ago. Wink, wink. Blush, 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 blush. Was it a date?
No, it wasn't. It was just networking.
You say potato, I say tomato.
Gosh, that's not how the idiom goes.
By the way, are we still networking tonight, Sandra?
My cheeks get hot as I hear
Adriel cackle. Excuse you, Adriel. Just what? You don't have work to do? Go over there. I love Adriel, but also, you know, it must be infuriating. Do they know each other, or is like Adriel just like someone who like really gets to know people very quickly? Like, do Sandra and Adriel know each other really? You know? So we have a very comfortable, seemingly comfortable, like banter and relationship. So.
However, Doug remains unbothered by his antics. Sure. And you. It's not what it sounds like. I explained bitterly, frowning at Adriel. But woe is me. He cocks a provocative eyebrow and shows a smile full of amused teeth.
Huh, that means I can come. No. 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 I guess I did it right the first time.
Doug's tone surprises me. It shouldn't, as it's its usual monotone voice, but a no said with so little emotion is quite striking. Is he my savior? The one who's going to make Adriel shut his mouth?
Ah. It's something we can only do when we're two.
Adriel bursts out laughing under Doug's disinterested gaze. My savior, I dare to think. He's making things worse.
Sorry, I read the line. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna go salsing. We're gonna go salsa dancing. I watched tutorials, Sandra, so I shouldn't hurt you too much. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but the double entendre. The double... Oh, he looks so mortified.
Finally understanding Adriel's sick interpretation of this whole scene, Doug brings his finger to the bridge of his nose and sighs.
Gosh, Adriel, we're just going dancing.
Wiping his tears with his finger, Adriel, still proud of his obnoxious joke, asks,
Your salsa club?
Yes.
Well, out of all dances, salsa is quite the...
No, it's not. You're just an amateur.
If you say so, Sandra. Well, see you guys. Didn't you need to talk to Adriel? Okay.
With these words, Adriel leaves Doug and me alone. We look at each other silently.
And we get a zoomed in picture, close-up of Doug. Doug. Hi, Doug. Doug reminds me of someone, and I don't know if it's like, have I just been seeing Doug on my like Twitter for so long that I'm like, Doug reminds me of Doug, or someone else is reminding me of Doug. Does Doug look like someone else? If I think about it, if it comes to me later, I'll let you guys know. We'll see.
And I realize it is quite strange that I never really heard of Doug before in this office, because, well, I have to design the website and he's the one coding it. But I guess our managers are really disorganized. But also, his features. He looks handsome. His eyes are big and sparkly despite their lack of expressivity. His lips are full and he really needs to drop his skincare routine. Because...
blonde ponytails.
My eyes widen and my cheeks redden, both at Doug's unexpected words and at the realization I was staring at his face, thinking he is beautiful. Pardon?
I like the bacon with the blonde ponytails. Smile. It's cute.
Oh. I take a look at the mascot Doug is talking about. The one labeled Kawaii Bacon. It looks monstrous.
Well, maybe, but I like it. I like all of them actually. I like all of them, actually. You're doing a great job.
Thanks, Doug. I say with a smile before seeing Adriel discussing with one of her co-workers. Oh, right. Weren't you supposed to talk to Adriel?
I completely forgot. I guess I was hypnotized by the bacon. You say with a blush, stop looking at continue to look at each other like that. Great, we love that. Anyways, it's fine.
He says, a light blush coloring his cheeks, staying oddly silent, but he eventually cackles as soon as I start chuckling too.
I should go. See you tonight, Sandra.
See you tonight, Doug. Bye. As he leaves me to go to Adriel, I take a look at my kawaii bacon. Sure, it's not perfect, but it looks cute and happy. And okay, who am I kidding? This is horrible. New thing learned about Doug. He has terrible artistic taste.
Woohoo! Trying to work out. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Fun little dance studio.
When I leave the changing rooms of the dancing studio, I see Doug, who also changed into a more appropriate outfit for the activity. A brown tank top with gray sweatpants. Gray sweatpants. And the tank top is even a bit too short for him, implying it must have shrunk in the laundry. This thought makes me chuckle nicely, which grants me one of Doug's inquisitive expressions. At least, as inquisitive as an expression this man puts on his face can be.
That is quite... I think that's very, very expressive. I was like, oh, Doug has a different facial expression going on. I love that. Oh, sorry, hit my desk here.
Any explanation for the crop top?
The crop top?
Doug looks at the border of his tank top, letting a silent laugh escape from his lips. He's like, haha.
Well, I've had it ever since I was a teenager. I guess I've outgrown it. But it's not too bad, is it?
No, don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. At least, it's a great way to get the attention of the women around you. He looks around him, noticing the women gazing upon the little portion of his V-line appearing. The red tint appearing on his cheeks is a sign of the self-consciousness he must feel right now.
I never noticed. But hey, as long as it fits, or at least kind of fits, it would be a shame to throw it away.
Doug bites his lower lip as if he was repressing a joke. I tried to give him an encouraging look to convince him to open up. He looks to the side before getting closer to me and whispering.
And I suppose it doesn't hurt to let them have a look, as long as they don't bite. Ooh, a little mischievous.
As he steps back, Doug displays a proud smirk on his face. For my part, I just chuckle before slapping his shoulder. Fine, Casanova. How about you show me the results of your chin tube tutorial?
Ooh, we're moving. We're dancing.
Doug nods and we start practicing.
That's really nice for this scene.
I'm not an expert of salsa myself, but I'm clearly not a beginner. So I try to make him practice beginner moves he must have studied and... Ouch!
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry, ouch!
Sorry again.
Maybe we can try with the movement you practiced.
I did practice this one.
I see. Ouch!
But I failed to take note of the fact a broom has no feet.
What?
Yes, when I followed these tutorials.
You practiced with a broom?
What else was I supposed to train with?
Doug's flustered expression is enough to make me burst out laughing.
I swear, I tried seriously.
I know. You're adorable. I am now as flustered as Doug. We look at each other and burst out laughing. Okay, it seems like we won't be able to dance without you stepping on my feet. So, what if I taught you some moves instead?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
He agrees, nodding like a dog, but I mean that in an affectionate way. With that, I try to teach him some salsa moves, which he can practice with an actual human being this time. Doug is actually quite quick to understand and put the moves into practice, and yet, his eyes sparkle every time he manages to reproduce one. It makes me feel a bit giddy, like a mother duck teaching her ducklings how to swim.
Woo! We love progress. We love learning. And trying and all the effort put into learning a new skill. How great. This is so cute. I love it.
The words escape from my mouth, but I realize now I really mean them. Doug is truly adorable. After half an hour, we decide to take a break, sitting next to each other against the wall, observing the other people practicing.
It was fun.
Yes, and you improved so fast.
I have a great teacher. Blush, blush.
This sentence is enough to put a smile on my face. This is silly, but I feel good with Doug. We haven't done much together. We just sang, drank together, and then had cordial co-worker relationships. And yet, somehow, it feels like I found a friend in Doug.
Woo! I mean, it's always nice when you find someone you really like spending time with. But that's great.
This makes me blush without realizing.
What's your expression saying, Doug? Do you want water?
He asked with the most monotone voice possible. No, I'm alright. Thanks, Doug.
Then why are you blushing?
Oh, I was just thinking that, well, you're gonna find it silly, but it feels like I found a friend in you. Doug's expression softens as I say this. He nods, and certainly preparing the most touching friend's confession ever, he starts by,
Same. Ah, so wholesome.
Of course, what I was expecting. But hey, I guess that's how Doug is. And I accept that. Maybe we should do it some other time?
Yes, it was fun. Oh.
To my surprise, he vigorously shakes his head.
Actually, maybe I can plan something for next time, so that you don't have to carry the mental charge of organizing everything again.
Oh, that's thoughtful of you. Fine then, I'm looking forward to it.
Are we gonna learn about the divorce? Maybe Doug is making mental notes. I'm not saying. Maybe something happened with his ex, and that's part of this. Rose, like, what about the mental load of planning things and being not spontaneous, but like just doing things together, but trying something new or whatever? And maybe he's learning, which is great. We love to see that, but I would think, based on that that's like part of some of the issues related with his ex. So we'll see. Anyways, we're gonna have fun seeing whatever they do next. I love to see it. I won't disappoint. I have a good idea, I think.
Doug bites his lower lip, hesitating a bit. Eventually, he asks,
Is it okay if it is at my place, though? Nothing weird, but...
I just nod, sparing him from giving me any justification. Don't worry, Doug, it's fine. After all, we're friends now. I say, extending my hand to him. Doug looks at it before taking it and shaking it. The handshake doesn't have a lot of vigor, but hey, it's enough. And it's like him. I'm happy he's opening up.
Yes, we're friends, Sandra. Oh my gosh, this place looks great.
Wow, your backyard is gorgeous, Doug. I can't help but admire how green the plants he grows are, or how he completely nailed the cottagecore look. There's truly something enchanting about this place. There truly is something enchanting about this place, soft and tender, that truly drags me in.
Thanks. It took a while to make it look that cozy. It was a team effort, me and my ex.
Oh, you lived with her?
Yes, we officially divorced 2 months ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. Things happen, I guess.
Doug says with a melancholic expression on his face. Instead of pushing it, I'm trying to find a distraction. Something. Anything. Oh, do you like gardening? Turning to me, Doug puts a gentle smile on his face.
Kind of. Not a passion, but I like seeing things grow and bloom. It takes time, but it kind of feels like friendship. It's wonderful when you finally feel it. I don't have many friends.
No, don't worry. I completely understand. I say, nodding, gently sliding my hand in his. Blush, 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 blush. It's actually quite similar to what I feel when it comes to my art. It takes time to figure out what looks good, but that's what is so wonderful about the process. To see a piece grow. Too bad the workplace doesn't let you do that. Doug's grasp of my hand is firmer, and he lets a gentle smile color his face. In the sunlight, he looks really beautiful.
I'm not the best with words, Sandra, but you're doing a great job. I mean, Adriel is much more confident about his work, and he doesn't work half as much as you do. Heck, I don't even work half as much as you do either, and I guess my job is satisfactory.
Yes, but, well, our jobs are different, Doug. You're a developer. People need developers. There are plenty of job offers. But a position as a graphic designer, freeing me from the uncertainty of freelance. I really struggled to get this position, so I feel like I have to show I deserve it. I don't really want to go through the whole job search again. Let's say it was hard.
I'm sorry, Sandra.
What? Oh, don't be. You're not the one who...
I know. I'm just sorry life has been so rough to you. I'm sorry that it was hard. I'm sorry you had to outdo yourself to prove you were worthy of a place other people didn't need to work as hard to get.
These words make my heart feel warm. These are just silly words, said the Doug way, but someone telling me they can see my struggle, admitting it exists, makes me rush into Doug's arms.
Oh.
Doug hugs me back, gently patting my back.
Are you crying?
I take a step back, letting Doug see my ever-stretching smile. No, I'm not, Doug. I feel all giddy. It just feels good when someone actually recognizes everything you've gone through.
Yeah,
he says with a smile before bringing my attention to the tray of food he placed on the vacant chairs and on the tables. Oh, what are these?
Oh, nothing much, just things to nibble.
And you cooked all this?
Nope, not all of this. Most of it is actually bought. I don't know how to make surimi, but I made the corn dogs.
Oh!
But not the sausage.
It already is more than I was expecting. Thanks, Doug. So, what is all it for?
I don't know why I can't read right now. I keep switching words everywhere.
So, what is it all for?
Well, nothing much, but... Let's say I noticed you felt perhaps a bit burnt out.
Come on, I'm not burnt out. I'm not burnt out, I say, letting out a desperate squeak and putting a false air of confidence on my face. Doug looks at me fondly.
Sure thing, but let's say I thought you could use a head empty, no thoughts moment. I love a head empty, no thoughts moment, day, break. Ah, so good to be head empty. Too much think thoughts, and that's a lot, so. And here intervenes the best friend known to man. Doug announces, looking prouder than I've ever seen him. I immediately look around, expecting him to call a dog. After a few seconds of silence, I'm in my regular voice. After a few seconds of silence, I turn back to him to see him holding a chin pad. Are you offering me a tablet? What? No, it's mine. Don't worry. I wouldn't embarrass you with such a present.
Embarrass me?
Yes, it embarrasses me when people are too generous. Feels like they're doing too much. More than they need to. And then I feel like I have to pay them back, and it only grows into chaos of presents that are just trying to be worth as much as the previous one, rather than being meaningful. See my point?
Yes, it kind of forces you to comply with what other people expect of you for friendship and such. Doug seems to be lost in his thoughts for an instant, as if he had some sort of internal epiphany. And then he shakes his head, looking back at me.
Wow, sorry for spacing out. But yeah, that's exactly it. These are the perfect words.
Rather than asking an intrusive question, I just let out an encouraging smile curl on my lips.
By the way, the gym pad is to watch a movie and,
It's Barbie and the Princess and the Pauper?
It's Barbie as the princess and the pauper, but it's too lame.
Not at all. I love this film. And we can still sing along. I'm sure you miss my siren voice.
Call me the luckiest man on earth then.
Okay, so your activity is watching a movie in your gorgeous backyard while we eat surimi, crackers, and corn dogs?
Yes, but if it's lame, we can Hey!
His reaction to my pun makes me burst out laughing. You're quite fun to tease, Doug. Between you and Adriel,
I'll end up calling this bullying.
Being compared to Adriel is certainly the most horrific thing that has ever happened to me.
Serves you right for your terrible pun.
Doug says, laughing out loud. It makes me look at him fondly. And once again, when I see him laugh, wiping a tear away with his finger, he really is beautiful. Pun aside, this is a wonderful idea. Thanks, Doug, for organizing this. Doug just smiles as an answer, taking a seat on his bench. He then launches the movie on his gym pad, forcing us to get closer to each other to see the screen.
Is it good like that? Perfect? I don't know. What should I do? I think I want to try for the friendship. I want to go friendship route first, and then we'll build up to, we'll not build up rather, but we'll try, because you could just be friends with him, and I love that. But I also see this kind of like, could this be romantic? Cool, it could, and that is an option, but we'll save it for later. Perfect.
Yes, it's perfect. Thanks, Doug. Doug gently smiles, and we both get focused on the film. It is a very funny watch. Yes, the animation isn't the best, and 3D models look horrendous today, and were questionable when they were released in the first place, but it looks cheap, like plastic, like an actual doll, so it's funny. The plot is a bit basic, but the fact that the cat has eyelashes makes up for it. The songs are genuinely good, and in pure glee, Doug and I sing them out loud, having sung where we mix up the lyrics. The film ends up on the Written in Your Heart, a beautifully written song about the two protagonists being happy to have found love and a friend. I would have been moved if Doug didn't sing Written in Your Tart instead. So instead, we're laughing together.
I'm never getting away with it now, am I?
Oh, you wish, Doug. You wish. I say, taking a firm bite at my corn dog.
Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you for what? Watching a film? You don't need much.
No, it's not that. It's just that, well, it used to be a thing between me and my wife. So turning it into something that doesn't only belong to our past together, but that I can enjoy on my own, or with a friend, of course, is something neat.
Of course, it's my pleasure. A divorce is never easy, right? And I suppose she's the one who left you?
Oh. We're asking intrusive questions, but it's fine. You'll let us know if it's too intrusive.
My eyes slightly widened, realizing I must feel more comfortable than I should for asking such intrusive questions. However, Doug, though he looks a bit more melancholic, doesn't seem uncomfortable.
Yes, but I didn't want to divorce, but maybe she was right. Maybe it is the best solution for the both of us. But if I'm being honest, this divorce, well, it's kind of my fault.
His fault? Although he didn't instigate it? Then I fully realize, the full weight of the situation crushes me. His wife had a good reason to leave such a nice guy. To leave him. I can only see one explanation. He cheated on her. Something breaks inside my heart, almost as if I was disappointed, as if I was the one who had been cheated on. I thought he was a nice guy, someone kind, caring, withdrawn, but unable to hurt a fly. A friend. But I can't be friends with someone so dishonest. Someone who could betray the most sacred links humans have. I immediately stand up, letting the corn dog I was holding fall onto the ground. I will say, sorry, this is very dramatic moments, but I now want a corn dog. What is this? I guess I'm getting hungry. Sandra? I look around me. This backyard looks disgusting now. This place he built with his wife is nothing but a lie. A lie he used to manipulate her into trusting him, while he was cheating on her. I have to go, Doug.
Is everything alright?
I just forgot I had to help my mom with some paperwork.
Oh, it makes sense. It's important to be there for your parents. I'll see you at work.
I nod, almost running away as Doug waves me goodbye. I feel so bad for trusting him. So bad for having helped someone vile enough to cheat. I can't think of anything worse a husband could do to his wife. This is abusing her trust. My thoughts get blurry as I try to make sense of the situation. How could Doug, of all guys, do such a thing?
Did he though? I would at least, I think these thoughts would be valid if we asked him or we heard his story, but maybe Sandra's just, I don't know. We don't know. I don't know the whole story. Like, Doug totally could have done that, obviously, and I would agree with Sandra then with all these, like, things appearing, but she doesn't know that for sure. So, we don't know. Anyways, I don't know. What if he did? I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I'm in suspense here. Oh my goodness.
I mean, a guy like Adriel? Sure, I could see it. But Doug? No wonder he chose to sing Premanger's song at the karaoke bar. Just like him. He's a rattlesnake. Just like him, he's a rattlesnake.
And with that, I'm gonna leave it here. I did not expect this. Oh my goodness, what is happening? I'll have to continue soon. I'll continue soon enough, so don't worry. I won't leave this for too long. But I'm in suspense. What do you mean? We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be a little bit of tension. It's gonna be a little awkwardness, and it's a misunderstanding, hopefully. But anyways, we'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm really enjoying this. I really love the writing and the characters and the art and the music. It's so cute. I love the fun little moments that they've had together up till, I guess, through this, like, Sandra thinking that Doug is cheated. Though, question mark, who knows what exactly happened? We won't know until next time. I'm really enjoying this. So, hopefully you are enjoying this too. If you are, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more of me playing this game, I mean, I'll do it regardless, but if you want to be, notified and such, that I have uploaded a continue playthrough, please feel free to subscribe. Also, yes, if you want to check out the game for yourself and you can't wait for me to, like, go and play, then, like, check out the link in the description, for the game. And you also get to see the other games that the game developer has already put forth into the world, so that's also exciting. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye!